The U.S. President Donald Trump has announced that one of the two National Guard troops shot near the White House has died. He described 20-year-old specialist Sarah Beckstrom as a highly respected, young, magnificent person. The second soldier, 24-year-old Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, remains in critical condition and, in the president's words, is fighting for his life. Now, the two Guard members were shot on Wednesday afternoon while on patrol in an attack officials are calling brazen, targeted, and an act of terror.
I want to express the anguish and the horror of our entire nation at the terrorist attack yesterday in our nation's capital, in which a savage monster gunned down two service members in the West Virginia National Guard who were deployed as part of the D.C. task force, which has done such an incredible job. I mean, until yesterday, we literally had no incidents for many months. It was the safest place imaginable, and this is a different kind of crime. This is a really bad crime.
The suspect gunman, identified as 29-year-old Afghan national Ramanullah Lakhanwal, has been taken into custody. Federal authorities say Lakhanwal once served in a CIA-backed elite Afghan army unit before immigrating to the U.S. He had been living in Washington state with his wife and 5 children and recently drove across the country to the nation's capital. Officials say Lakhanwal was granted asylum in April 2025 under the Trump administration after applying during the Biden era. Now, according to U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro, the suspect opened fire on a group of guardsmen with a .357 Smith & Wesson revolver just blocks from the White House. Now, he now faces multiple counts of assault with intent to kill and firearm charges, which could be upgraded to first-degree murder following Beckstrom's death. Well, no motive for the attack has been released, but the FBI has launched an international terrorism investigation, with the Trump administration now reviewing the immigration or residency status of individuals from 19 countries, including Afghanistan. No Afghan immigration processes have been halted following the shooting.
It is an ongoing investigation of terrorism. Make no mistake about it. The FBI is leading out on this federal assault on a federal law enforcement officer investigation on many fronts.
In the wake of this shooting, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has ordered that 500 more National Guard troops will be deployed in Washington. And to give us more details, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report.
Two members of the National Guard were shot just blocks away from the White House on Thanksgiving Eve in what officials are calling a targeted ambush. The guardsmen were on a high visibility patrol when a lone gunman approached them and opened fire. The suspect has been taken into custody. The motives are unclear. The attack triggered a brief lockdown at the White House complex and temporarily halted flights into Reagan National Airport as police secured the area. President Trump, who's in Florida, condemned the shooting, calling the suspect a quote-unquote animal, and ordered additional National Guard deployment to Washington. Authorities say there is currently no threat, but the investigation remains active and, of course, has only just begun. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.